The WNBA is burning. A firestorm has erupted. Not just a minor dispute, but a full-blown inferno of controversy that has fans, analysts, and even legends like LeBron James absolutely bewildered. What you are about to see defies logic. It shatters expectations. It reveals a dark undercurrent within the league that threatens its very foundation. We're talking about an on-court incident so egregious, so undeniably aggressive, that it has left players stunned and the entire WNBA in complete chaos. This isn't just a foul. This isn't just bad sportsmanship. This is an alleged premeditated assault, and it involves one of the league's biggest stars, Breanna Stewart, caught in an explosive moment against Sophie. The raw footage, captured not by official cameras but by a fan, shows a shocking display of aggression. It's the kind of play that forces a reckoning. It demands answers. Because if this is allowed to stand, what message does it send? What kind of league are we truly watching? Prepare yourselves. Because the truth behind Stewart's meltdown on Sophie is far more disturbing than anyone is letting on. And it's about to change everything you thought you knew about the WNBA.
You guys see that? Did y'all? And now she throwing up her hands. She throwing up her hands like she ain't just damn me. Boom. Lead forward and assault Sophie Cunningham, bro. Dirty fucking play there. That was a dirty play. Now, it looked like the referee actually might caught this. It says we need to protect our enforcer Sophie Cunningham at all costs. This cheap elbow shot by 30 on the New York Liberty team, Breanna Stewart, was not acceptable. Where were the referees?
There it is, the unforgivable, a blatant physical act designed to injure. This isn't just a screen gone wrong. This is a deliberate, targeted move. Look at the posture, the extension, the clear intent. The commentator rightly calls it a dirty play and an assault. Breanna Stewart, a cornerstone of the league, a player who should embody sportsmanship, delivers what appears to be a cheap shot. This isn't just about a single player. It's about the integrity of the game itself. The question echoes, where were the referees? This isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a disturbing pattern, a pattern that suggests certain teams, particularly the Indiana Fever, are being targeted. The WNBA's narrative is unraveling. Fans are demanding accountability. This isn't just a heated moment, it's a symptom of a larger problem brewing beneath the surface. The league prides itself on its rising profile, its new viewership, but incidents like this threaten to erode all that progress. It tarnishes the very image it's trying to build. This kind of chaos on court is exactly what grabs attention, and not in a good way, raising questions for everyone, even the most influential voices in basketball. This incident goes beyond a single game or a single foul. It speaks to a perceived agenda within the league, a narrative suggesting that some teams, like the New York Liberty, are operating with a different set of rules, while others, like the Indiana Fever, are constantly fighting an uphill battle, not just against their opponents, but against the very officiating designed to maintain fair play. We are witnessing what appears to be a calculated effort to suppress the rise of certain teams, perhaps those gaining unexpected popularity and drawing massive viewership, the modern-day Lakers, as some describe them. This isn't just about a missed call. It's about the potential manipulation of outcomes, the stifling of organic growth. The WNBA claims to be entering a golden era, but its foundation feels increasingly shaky. When the referees, the supposed guardians of the game, consistently appear to overlook or downplay egregious acts, it fosters an environment of mistrust. It empowers players to push boundaries, knowing they might not face real consequences. This erodes the competitive spirit and, more importantly, the safety of the athletes. Breanna Stewart, a prominent figure in the league, a player involved in crucial negotiations like CBAs, carries a significant responsibility. Her actions on the court are scrutinized not just by fans, but by her peers and the league's leadership. When she is allegedly caught in such a controversial act, it raises profound questions about leadership, sportsmanship, and the very values the WNBA claims to uphold. The silence from official channels is deafening, the narrative being controlled, but the fans, armed with their phones, are breaking through the carefully constructed facade. They are exposing the truth, demanding that the league face its demons. This isn't just a clip. It's a testament to the power of citizen journalism in an era where official narratives can no longer suppress reality. The court is supposed to be a place of fierce but fair competition. What we saw was something else entirely. It was a breakdown, a snapshot of chaos, a moment that has left everyone asking, is this the WNBA we want?
Version of it. So as you guys can see here, just look at this. Boom, bro. Boom. Just completely look at Breanna Stewart's face. And this is who we got in charge of negotiating the CBAs. Look at this. Like, how do something like this happens always to the Indiana Fever, bruh?
The slow motion replay reveals the cold, hard truth. No accidental contact, no mere jostle. This is a forceful extension, a clear motion towards Sophie Cunningham. And then the camera zooms in on Breanna Stewart's face, a portrait of intensity, almost defiance. This is not the face of someone who made an accidental foul. This is the face of a player making a statement delivered with an elbow. The commentator highlights the double standard, pointing out how such incidents always seem to plague the Indiana Fever. This isn't just conjecture, it's a recurring pattern that breeds deep distrust among fans. It's a sentiment echoed across social media. The WNBA cannot afford to alienate its most passionate new fan base. When the integrity of the game is compromised by perceived bias, the very appeal of the sport diminishes. LeBron James, a fierce advocate for the WNBA, watches these moments unfold. He sees the passion, the talent, but he also sees the controversial officiating, the potential for unfair play. This is not what builds a world-class league. This is what breaks it down, creating the kind of chaos that no one, especially not a league ambassador, wants to witness. The implications of this incident stretch far beyond a single game. They threaten the very competitive balance of the WNBA. When a star player can allegedly commit an act of aggression with seeming impunity, it creates a dangerous precedent. It tells other players that physical intimidation might be tolerated, or even go unpunished, especially against teams deemed less favored by the league's narrative. This is not how you cultivate a healthy, thriving sports league. This is how you foster resentment and cynicism. Fans are not blind. They see the disparity. They witness the rough play against rising stars, the questionable calls, the perceived protection of established franchises. And when those observations are repeatedly dismissed by the league, it only fuels the fire of discontent. The WNBA is at a crossroads. It has unprecedented momentum, a surge in viewership driven by electrifying talent and compelling storylines. But this momentum is fragile. It can be easily undermined by controversies that highlight a lack of integrity or a perceived bias in officiating. The agenda against the Fever, whether real or imagined, is a powerful narrative that resonates deeply with fans who feel their team is being unfairly targeted. This isn't just about a team losing a game, it's about the perceived systemic efforts to curb their ascent. Breanna Stewart, as a player representative, carries an immense burden of responsibility. Her actions are viewed not just as those of an athlete, but as a leader within the WNBA. When those actions fall short of the highest standards of sportsmanship, it casts a shadow over the entire organization she represents. The silence from key figures and the measured, often inadequate responses from the league office only amplify the suspicion. It feeds the narrative that there's something to hide, a deeper truth being kept from the public. This incident isn't just a blip, it's a flashing red light, warning of deeper structural issues that need immediate and decisive attention before the WNBA truly loses its way. The anger among fans isn't about loyalty, it's about justice. It's about ensuring that the game they love remains fair, competitive, and inspiring for everyone watching.
To paraphrase an old joke, I went to a WNBA game and a hockey game broke out. Seriously, there needs to be more ejections, suspensions, big fines for the offending players' team to stop these assaults. Gotta agree with you, man. At this point, they're making it their business to assault the Indiana Fever players. Somebody said Breanna Stewart played for Gino Ariana UConn. UConn won 12 national. I don't know. This is what the WNBA. Well, this is what makes the WNBA unwatchable.
This is the raw, unfiltered fan reaction. I went to a WNBA game and a hockey game broke out. It's a joke, yes, but it perfectly captures the brutal physicality and the sense of lawlessness that permeated the game. The demand for more ejections, suspensions, big fines isn't just hyperbole. It's a desperate plea for the league to take decisive action. The most damning statement: this is what makes the WNBA unwatchable. This is the ultimate fear for any sports league, to be labeled unwatchable due to unchecked aggression and perceived unfairness. LeBron James isn't just a fan. He's an investor, a champion for women's sports. When the core product becomes unwatchable due to unnecessary violence, it undermines everything he and many others are working to build. The league is caught in a precarious balance. It wants to promote physical, intense basketball, but there's a line that was clearly crossed here, and if the league doesn't enforce that line, it risks alienating its burgeoning fan base and losing the very momentum it has fought so hard to gain. This meltdown has sparked a wildfire of discussion, threatening the very allure of the WNBA. The notion that the WNBA could become unwatchable due to excessive physicality and lack of discipline is a chilling prospect. For years, the league battled for mainstream recognition, for a fair share of the spotlight. Now, with soaring viewership and unprecedented cultural relevance, it faces an internal threat: the erosion of trust. When a game devolves into what feels like an unsupervised brawl, it alienates casual viewers and even core fans. This isn't the intense, skilled basketball people tuned in to see. This is chaos, the kind of chaos that LeBron James, a student of the game, would find deeply concerning. He understands the importance of clean, competitive play in building a global brand. This controversy is more than just a momentary blip. It's a test of the WNBA's commitment to its own standards. Are they willing to protect their players? Are they willing to uphold the integrity of the game, even if it means disciplining their biggest stars? The double standards are palpable. If a lesser-known player were to commit such an act, the consequences might be swift and severe. But for a player of Breanna Stewart's stature, the league's response, or lack thereof, is magnified. This is where narratives are forged, where perceptions solidify. The perception right now is one of a league struggling to control its own narrative, to enforce its own rules. The conversation around player safety, always paramount, becomes even more urgent. Sophie Cunningham, in this instance, became a symbol of players who are allegedly targeted, who are left vulnerable by questionable officiating. This isn't just a physical injury, it's a blow to morale, to the belief that justice will prevail on the court. The WNBA cannot afford to be seen as a league where star power dictates the rules of engagement. That pathway leads to an unpredictable, chaotic, and ultimately unwatchable product. The pressure is mounting. The eyes of the basketball world are watching, waiting to see if the WNBA will rise to the occasion or buckle under the weight of its own internal conflicts.
Are you okay, Sophie? This New York Liberty player, Breanna Stewart, should be expelled and fined immediately. We need to protect Sophie. Yeah, man. This whole situation, and me personally, I feel like this is going to be a continuing situation. It's good to know and good to see that this referee actually got it right, because there was a lot of times.
The rallying cry is clear. Are you okay, Sophie? And we need to protect Sophie. This isn't just about a player, it's about player safety and the moral obligation of the league. The call for Breanna Stewart to be expelled and fined immediately underscores the severity of the perceived transgression. Fans are not asking for a slap on the wrist. They are demanding accountability that matches the impact of the alleged assault. The commentator acknowledges a crucial point. The referee actually got it right on this particular play. This is a rare admission, highlighting the pervasive issue of inconsistent officiating. The fact that it's remarkable when a clear foul against a Fever player is called correctly speaks volumes about the perceived bias. It suggests that even when justice is served, it feels like an exception, not the rule. This moment, caught on camera and correctly officiated, becomes a beacon of hope for fans desperate for fair play. But it also exposes the dark underbelly. How many times do these dirty plays go unnoticed or unpunished? This single correct call cannot erase the systemic issues. It merely shines a spotlight on them, intensifying the demand for consistent and unbiased enforcement across the board. The WNBA's reputation hangs in the balance, and even a correct call can't fully silence the noise of this controversy. The demand for expulsion and fines for Breanna Stewart is not an overreaction. It's a reflection of the deep-seated frustration among fans who feel that star players are often given preferential treatment. This perceived immunity undermines the entire disciplinary structure of the league. If the rules are not applied equally, regardless of a player's celebrity or team affiliation, then the rules cease to have meaning. This incident also reignites the ongoing debate about the protective role of the WNBA. Players are elite athletes, but they are also vulnerable to dangerous play. The league has a fundamental responsibility to ensure their safety. When incidents like this occur, and especially when they are seen as part of a pattern, it signals a failure in that protective mandate. The commentator's observation that the referee actually got it right is a double-edged sword. While it offers a glimmer of hope that accountability is possible, it also highlights the systemic issue of frequent officiating failures. It begs the question, how many other similar incidents have gone unpunished, shaping games and potentially injuring players simply because the referees just don't get it right? This selective justice fosters an environment where players like Stewart might feel emboldened, knowing that the odds of being correctly penalized are often low, especially against teams that are not the league's preferred narrative. The narrative of Protect Sophie transcends individual player loyalty. It becomes a demand for universal player safety and fairness. It's a call to the WNBA to step up, to be the guardian of its athletes, and to stamp out the aggressive, unsportsmanlike conduct that threatens to derail its progress. This isn't just about winning or losing. It's about the fundamental principles of competition and the moral imperative to ensure a safe and equitable playing field for all.
Now, if we go back and look at what happened to Sophie, like people want to say Sophie did the same thing. Look at Sophie. Sophie ain't flopped. She immediately, Breanna Stewart, a big gal. Look, she ain't throw her hands up. See, there's a big difference. Watch this one here. Look, she flopped. That was a half-second delay on the flop. Half-second delay.
Here's where the narrative of comparison falls apart. The immediate reflex from some was to claim Sophie Cunningham also engaged in aggressive play, but this slow-motion breakdown expertly debunked that. The crucial difference is in the intent and the aftermath. Sophie ain't flopped. She didn't exaggerate contact, she took the hit. Breanna Stewart, on the other hand, is highlighted for her alleged flop, the half-second delay that screams theatricality, not genuine impact. This distinction is vital. One player takes an aggressive hit and absorbs it. The other delivers an aggressive hit and then allegedly attempts to draw a foul through embellishment. It's a stark contrast that exposes a double standard. The physical difference between hacking and a deliberate meltdown is immense. This isn't a petty back and forth. It's a clear illustration of one player allegedly initiating dangerous contact and another simply reacting. This kind of nuanced analysis, driven by fan footage, is essential for separating fact from fiction. It prevents the manipulation of narratives and ensures that genuine acts of aggression are not blurred by false equivalencies. The WNBA needs to address these distinctions head-on. Ignoring them only perpetuates the cycle of misunderstanding and distrust among its most dedicated viewers. This clarity is precisely what someone like LeBron James would demand in a professional league.